Welcome back to the GSMC Golf Podcast presented by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host, Garrison McDaniel, and we have our fifth and final segment of the night talking about my picks and predictions for the Travelers Championship as day one got underway. Before day one, I did have a list of guys I wanted to talk about as my favorites, and most of them did play well. Looking at Scottie Scheffler was the top name on the list. He is only one. He is three back. Oh, I can't count. He is three back of Tom Kim at the top of the leaderboard. This is a golf course that has Scottie Scheffler written all over it. I lock it in now. I think he's the winner. I really just do. I think that this one is perfect for Scottie Scheffler. A lot of guys can definitely make it close, but plus 250 to win, I think that's horrible odds. Never bet a golf winner at anything under plus 400 is what I would say. But minus 190 for top 5 and minus 500 for top 10. All the betting odds that come out with Scottie Scheffler, it really puts into perspective how fantastic his run really is here in 2024. But other names that I had on my list include Ludwig Aubert, who had a fantastic day, shot 3 under, bogey-free card. He's plus 2,000 right now. He is 5 back of the lead, and I think that is one guy that maybe you could look at if you want a value pick right now that is a little bit cooled from their original projections. He's plus 2,000 to win this thing, and he is plus 330 to finish in the top 5 as well. Could be a very great day for Ludwig Aubert, or very great tournament for Ludwig Aubert. I think that he has been a breakout candidate for many tournaments now, and this one is definitely one that I can see him breaking out in. Other names I had were Patrick Cantlay, who is a little bit back on this leaderboard. Patrick Cantlay, where did he finish? Let's see if I can sift through the names very quick of this top 60 here. Patrick Cantlay is... And I'm just going to need to search up his name, aren't I? Patrick Cantlay finished 2 under at tied for 26th. He is tied with the likes of Victor Hovland and Justin Thomas as well in that tied for 26th. I think really, I don't know if one back can win. I really don't. I think that 20 under is going to be the winning score. So I don't think one back right now can win. Maybe 2 back can. I would say anybody 2 back on would be able to win this one. That is starting at Patrick Cantlay going all the way up to Tom Kim. For this tournament, it's just like, it's such an easy golf tournament that any of these top guys, like your Scottie Scheffler, like your Xander Schauffele, Will Zalatoris, Ricky Fowler, Akshay Bhatia, Tom Kim, can just go out and get 4 rounds straight of 65 or so, and is able to win this at around 20 under. And I think that is very realistic on a course like this. So anybody that's right now shot a 69, already 7 back of the lead, I think is a little bit scary. You're hoping that Tom Kim slips up and everybody else kind of has a bad day somewhere in there as well. I don't think that we see that. So I do not think that guys like Sepp Straka, Keegan Bradley, who's looking to defend, Jordan Spieth, who is even, guys like Max Homa, who's also even, Jason Day at 1 over, I think all are a little bit out of the feasible region to win, but a top 10 could definitely make sense for a lot of these guys as well. Never bet on Jordan Spieth. This is one that this is my free advice that I will always give you guys. Jordan Spieth will never live up to his betting lines, and it looks like they finally dropped his lines. He's plus 25,000, plus 3,000, plus 9,000 in the 3 slashing. He's right there around everybody else that doesn't have a shot, which is good for Jordan Spieth. He has been so disappointing as of late, and that's all I can say about that. I did a whole segment on how disappointing Jordan Spieth can be. But for this Travelers Championship, it's guys that are accurate, who I'm looking at most. I would have thought Shane Lowry would be very great in this tournament, but he has not played very well. Maybe a guy like Sepp Straka I also would think would do very well. But You do have guys like Will Zalatoris, who's at the top of the leaderboard. You have guys like Scotty Scheffler at the top of the leaderboard. Very accurate with your irons. Very great all around. Xander Schauffele, who is a fantastic all around player as well. It's the guys that you kind of expect being at the top of these of the leaderboard here. For Will Zalatoris, being at the top of the leaderboard, really this season has been standing out with his approach shots, approaching the green. But we've seen historically how fantastic he can be off the tee with his accuracy and around the green as well. But his irons have been fantastic this season, and that is why, he is where he is at in this tournament especially. For my winners, I would say, first off, let's go with the value picks down the board that I'm seeing. I see Wyndham Clark at plus 5,000 to win this one. He's 4 under. Yeah, he's 4 under, so he's 4 back, but he's only 2 back of that pack at 6 under. I think he is a very plausible chance at winning. A plus 750 top 5 also could make sense for a Wyndham Clark. I think he can definitely put his name or his hat in the ring here and put his name in contention to win this Travelers Championship. He's always really good on difficult golf course, and he's one of the best putters on tour. What did I say you had to avoid at the Travelers Championship here? It's those 2 putts, man. They really add up and they really come at you. And if he is able to avoid that, it would look very good for a Wyndham Clark. Wyndham Clark. Other guys, so that's probably my value pick, a plus 5,000. Other guys, I see Justin Thomas plus 400 for a top 10. I want to bet against that. I kind of like that one as well. Victor Hovland at plus. Actually, I don't like Victor Hovland too much. Maybe plus 4,000 to win. As that 2 under guy, he proves that he's good on signature events last year, so he could definitely do a job here. But as for the win, I'm really just looking at Scotty Scheffler plus 250. I'm looking at Wyndham Clark plus 4,000. Maybe this is the tournament that Will Zalatoris really breaks through in 2024. He is plus 2,000. I wouldn't mind putting a tenth of a unit on that to return 2 units. That wouldn't be too bad of a return on investment. Cannot speak. But yeah, it's Scotty Scheffler's tournament to win or to lose, and the betting lines kind of back that up. My brain backs that up. Everything I say backs that up. You need great iron shots. You need to be good around the green, and you need to be accurate in the fairways, or accurate to the fairways off the tee. That's Scotty Scheffler in a nutshell. So for my picks and predictions, I would say Scotty Scheffler would finish first in this tournament. Let's just go top 5. I haven't given you guys a top 5 for a tournament yet. We'll see how wildly inaccurate I am. Scotty Scheffler, number 1. I would say he wins this one. Gets his 4th out of 8 signature events. We talk about this being one of the greater seasons in PGA Tour history, especially if he's able to go out and win an Open Championship. That would look like probably one of the best seasons in Tour history, barring Tiger Woods. So Scotty Scheffler, number 1. Number 2, I might say Louis Gobert. I really like his game. I always have him at the top of the leaderboards. Last week, he almost proved me right. But it wasn't to be. This week he can do so and make up for last week. Hopefully, maybe he's able to. You also have, so I have Scotty Scheffler, Louis Gobert. Let's go. Number 3 will be Xander Schauffele. It would be my 3rd in the leaderboard. I think he 3 strokes back of the lead right now. I think he has a fantastic golf game going into this tournament. Plays really well in difficult courses, although this isn't too much of a difficult course, but it is a feature event or a signature event, so a course that these guys are looking to play well on. Number 4, I'll go with the 18-hole leader, Tom Kim. And then to round out my top 5, I'm going to say who's going to be the one that tries to make a charge. I'll say Wyndham Clark. I'll say Wyndham Clark 5th there. So I have Scotty Scheffler, Louis Gobert, Scotty Scheffler, Louis Gobert, it was Xander Schauffele, Tom Kim, and then Wyndham Clark rounds out the top 5 of my picks and predictions for the Travelers Championship in this 8th and final signature event. I'm excited to see how this weekend plays out. Excited to see what happens throughout this Travelers Championship and who is able to get a share of that $20 million purse, the largest share of that purse. I believe it's $4 million up for grabs. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. And 700 FedEx Cup points. Very important for this season and very important looking into the future events for next season as well. But that'll wrap it up for this GSMC Golf Podcast. Thank you all for tuning in. I appreciate all the support that I've been getting as of late. It has really meant the world to me. If you guys want to help support the show more ways than you already do, you can go ahead and like and subscribe to the show. It's much appreciated. As well, you could follow us on TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook to keep up with the latest in sports at the GSMC Podcast Network. Thank you all once again for all your support and everything that you do for the GSMC Sports Network. And all of you have a wonderful evening and wonderful night.
Let's go.